Hello, and we are live. Good evening, everyone. Oh my God, it's a beautiful Saturday evening, and we say hello to you, everyone, wherever you are, be it in the evening with you there, in the night, in the morning, any time of the day it is. We say, may the blessing of the Lord be with you. We appreciate your royalty, your support. Oh my God, we really love you. Welcome back to another episode of Creating Passive Income Streams. If we can, you absolutely can too, right? So today we have a wonderful topic to discuss. And guess what? Will sincerely love and appreciate your input. First, you tell us where you joining us from, and let us know your view on this topic because it is very crucial to us. So, and on this note, I want to welcome my amiable business partners. Oh my God, I have 𝗟𝗶𝘃𝗍 here with us. 𝗟𝗶𝘃, how are you doing?
Honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you so much for being part of here. And I have 𝗟𝗏𝘍 in the house. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you.
All right, good. And guess what, my people? I have another person here with a beautiful title. When we tell you about this, it is the real deal, okay? It is the real deal. This business, it's all about you and what you are ready to bring out of yourself. I have 𝗟𝗏𝘃𝗍 here with me. And guess what? I'm not going to address her 𝗟𝗏𝘃 today. I am going to address her as Coach 𝗟𝗏𝘃. Coach 𝗟𝗏𝘃, welcome on board.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, 𝗟𝗏𝘃.
You're welcome. You may be wondering, why did I address her as Coach 𝗟𝗏𝘃? Guess what? She just opened another channel of income for herself and a family and generations yet unborn. This past week, she became a coach. A coach. Yeah. If we can, you can. Okay? There is no limitation to the possibility that can happen to you once you are ready to take a leap of faith. Once you are ready to step out of your comfort zone. So thank you so much. We would like to jump on. I want to believe this, January, we all have this ambition of, I think I need something to support my family with. I think I need something else apart from my regular income. I think I just need to boost my income. And we are thinking of so many things, right? It can be taking a new job, taking an extra job, a part-time job, a full-time job. I want to ask you, did you even consider a business as an option? Some actually did. And what kind of business did you consider? Is it an offline business or a digital business? And we are here today to look at this. Definitely, we all have, a need for extra stream of income. But let's look at what a digital business can offer you versus you getting an extra job, a part-time job or a full-time job. So on this note, I want 𝗟𝗏𝘃𝗍 to, let us know why should we even consider a digital business in the first place.
Thank you, 𝗟𝗏𝘃𝗍. I didn't know you're going to have me on that hot seat to start off. It's okay. Hello, our audience. Once again, we really sincerely do appreciate your presence. We cannot thank you enough. Let me go straight to the question. Should we consider a second job or should we be looking into a business? Why should we even consider either, if you ask me? Because again, I like to, coming from an audit background, I like to look at the root cause. Why do I want to get a second job or why do I want to start a business? What's the root cause? And I think the singular factor lies in the fact that in the School of Economics, we all know that man's need is insatiable. And what do I mean? It means we can't get satisfied. So tell me, oh, I want that car, I want that car. As soon as you get that car, you're already thinking, oh, I want something else. Because man's needs is going to be insatiable. Now, will the whatever job I have right now, will it really satisfy that? No. And so that is the root cause, is because our needs, one, are insatiable. And then we are trying to look for a way of, try to augment that, try to build bridge the gap between our needs and whatever resources we have available to be able to meet those needs. And so that is the root cause. Now, is this root cause, is it real? Absolutely. I mean, does it cut across, a lot of families or a lot of lives? Yes, it does. Not to talk about here in this North America or even anywhere in the globe where capitalism, is being the order of the day. So it becomes very pertinent that the narrative in which, we've been kind of wired to believe. We were trained to go to school, brilliant. Learn those things, right? Brilliant. Graduate and then start seeking employment. So that is what, 90% of us are so wired to know. And so that is a traditional and your conventional way of doing things. But you know what? Things have since changed. And where is the school of financial literacy? It's missing in our curriculum. But guess what? It comes to play now. Second job, business. Now, I am doing a job right now. And if that job is not giving me satisfaction, or I am still stressed, it's not flexible, I don't even have enough, I can't stay there with my children, and I want to go get a second job. It's just going to, increase the type of, those consequences in which I'm actually facing right now in my first job. And guess what? Something happened in our community this week. Somebody said something which still resonates with me. And it's so intriguing because most of us as employees, we look at things from the perspective of, I'll get that job. In your first few years of being in that job, you get those raises, right? So you quick gratification, you already amassed whatever you needed, and that's it. And then as you go down the lane with that employer, guess what? You get underpaid, and that's the reality of things. But when we look at it from the angle of business ownership, and then you having a business of your own, you have that business at the first time you're building yourself, you have to learn, you have to do all those things. You might have to sacrifice, which is very normal, because then it shows, how legitimate and how real that particular business is. Because if it becomes so quick, you already know that it's quick gratification. Before you know it, it's going to fly the same way it came. And so having said that, with business ownership, you try to pay your bills earlier in the game so that you have enough and solid foundation for you to fly, in the years to come. So back to your question, Muturayo, I kind of, brought up those foundational conversations. So just to kind of, again, open the eyes of our audiences to say, there is a root cause. This root cause is real. It's not going anywhere. It's now left for you and I to think outside of the box and say, rather than me take up that second job, let me start a business of my own. I will not steal the thunder from my other ladies. I will turn back, the baton back to Muturayo, because the other side of the conversation will be, what type of business exactly would you want to start? Because we have tons of businesses that you could, venture into. So over to you back, Muturayo.
Thank you so much for that insight. We really I know we really love that. So we want to say thank you if you are joining us. Where I can see Nancy Igego, a letter. She says, right now with my grandbaby at this time, and it feels really good, right? That is what you enjoy if you are part of this business. There is no restriction. You can do you when you want to, right? So I want to go with this to Omolara. First and foremost, if you're doing a job right now, you have your complaints, you have things that you wish you can do better, like having more time and everything. But then you need another source of income, right? Tell me, will getting a second job be a solution, or will you rather prefer, having a business that runs on the background?
Wow, that's a great question. Thank you, Motunrayo. I'll start with, if I'm looking for something to do, and then I see an opportunity for me to do a business, why would I want to go and do second job that is going to tie me down? Firstly, the 9 to 5, the one job I'm having, I still don't have enough time, right? I need more time. So me taking up second job is going to tie me down totally. Because let's look at it this way. Your first job may be 7 to 7 p.m. or maybe 7 to 5 p.m. You hardly even see your children in between. Then if you now take up the second job, which is going to be maybe you clocking out from the first job, going to your second job. I mean, you have all day long without you seeing your children, without you seeing your family. Would you want that for yourself, or would you want something that when you close in your regular job, you want to go back home, stay with your children? You have that time. There is flexibility in you having, I believe there is flexibility in you having your own business. I mean, you might not really want to like go deep into it, but start with something. You can start with a side hustle. Side hustle meaning you're at your own spare time. Whatever spare time you have, you can use that time to do your own business. It's going to be your own business. Nobody's going to take it away from you. I'll use myself as a good example. I was having 3 jobs before, and then before I know it, I keep going to the hospital, to the emergency room back to back. In 1 year, I've been to emergency room 3 times. So along the line, I'm like, okay, I can't continue like this. I hardly see my children. I don't have time for myself. I needed that time to be with them, but there is no time. Because as I'm leaving one job, going to the other one in the believing that I'm chasing money. I was thinking I was chasing money. I wasn't chasing money because there is no time. I was killing myself. Health-wise, thank you. Health-wise, I was killing myself. So I sat down one day and said to myself, is this how I'm going to continue? I don't want anybody to care for my children. I want to be there for them. I want to see them growing right in front of me. I want to attend all their activity at school. As they are progressing at school, I want to be there for them. So I sat myself down. I said, there has to be a way. Unfortunately for me, I saw something. I came across something and it resonated with me. I said, okay, this is it. And I did some due diligence. I make research to see, okay, is it real? Is it authentic? Is it genuine? And I saw the genuinity in it. I said, okay, I'm going to go for it. I'm a risk taker. I don't care whatever comes out of it. I've been scammed before, but I won't say because I've been scammed before, I see an opportunity again, I'm not going to grab the opportunity. So I had to make use of that opportunity and say, you know what? I have to get away with 2 jobs. I focus on one job and I started my business. So that's the reason why I said, why would I want to look for another job when I see an opportunity and I see people preaching this every day? You turn on your YouTube, you see people advertising. You turn up your Facebook, on social media, you see people advertising. So why would I want to hurt myself the more, hurt my children, hurt my family in the essence of me looking for money? So I rest my case.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, I love that. Let me read something from here. It says you cannot have $1 million dream with a minimum wage work ethic.
Nope.
Right. So if you're watching us tonight, you are out there, or you're going to catch up on this replay. What is your dream for 2022? What is your dream for the years to come? Yes, huge, big. Are they scaring you? Are they scaring your listeners? But guess what? What are you doing about them? It's good for your dream to be big, to scare people when you tell them. But then you can't get to it by running from job to job. Okay, so on this note, I want to call on Coach Adebola. Ah, that name is so
I
sweet.
know, right?
Yo.
Coach Adebola, I want to call on you. Yeah, I want to ask, we all want to work for financial and for so many other things, right?
Yeah.
But then, should consideration be given to self development? Like, you're going to work, you're doing your work, and you are satisfied. Your self development is there. You are anxious. You are ready to go face your job. So, should that be, considered when you are looking for an alternative or another stream of income? Like, you want to do something that brings you joy, that you are fulfilled in doing. Can you shed more light on that?
All right. Thank you. I hope I understand the question very well. Okay. So there's one thing about doing something that you love, enjoying what you do. Like you go to work and you are fulfilled, you feel fulfilled. It's like being paid for your hobby, and everybody wants to be in that position. Like, okay, I love what I do. It's just like I'm being paid for playing or for having a good time. At the same time, when you talk about self-development, there's if that doesn't come in, then you're going to be redundant at the end of the day, you know. And if I may understand the question very well, you're trying to say that should I starting my own job means that I'm going to miss out on developing myself? Is that what your question?
Mhm.
Okay. I will say, based on my own experience and the ladies here, considering our own kind of business, the kind of self-development that we've experienced in the short time that we've been doing this business, it's just, I would say that in my years of working, I've really not been that committed to want to really, learn a lot of things, to really want to do it, to really want to like own it the way I've been able to do in the short time I've been in this bit. Because the fact that it's a digital business, I'm not restricted onto how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I still do have a regular job, but I'm doing my business also by the side, and I don't have to like trade additional time of my additional time for money. That's the good thing about it. So I'm using this time to learn new things, to to do things that I couldn't do before now. Maybe things that I wouldn't have thought that I would be doing at this time, especially on social media. And not only that, a lot of other things that we learn in our community that we don't bring on here because it's just it's for people in the community. You know, you are not going to be missing out on self development. It depends on the kind of job that you decide to do, the kind of business that you decide to do. But I will tell you that even deciding to start your own business is self development,
That's it.
because now running that business is not dependent on the wisdom and the knowledge of your employer, or whoever you're going to work with. Like we work now with, okay, you're not the one thinking about how the business is going to work. You're not the one thinking about if profit is coming in or not. You're not the one thinking about all the strategies that they need to put in to make sure that everything is working well. But when you start your own business, you're going to be responsible for all those things. That is self development on its own. And empowering yourself in that aspect will help you to do a lot more, even running your own home and even taking care of some other things in your life. So I would say that you're not going to be missing out on self development. Starting your own business is going to challenge you to be better in every aspect of your life. The best thing is that you won't be trading additional time, the time that is already you're looking to gain back. You won't be giving you know part of the remaining time that you have for money. Instead of doing that, I was telling someone, I said, why would you want to get a second job? Why don't you decide to spend that time to start something for yourself? The same dedication, the same commitment that you put on that second job, why don't you try to put it on your own business. Because assuming you even start the second job and it's just 2 days a week that you're doing it, or 3 days a week, maybe 8 hours each of those days, that's enough, more than enough time to set something up for yourself. So the commitment you're going to give that job, that nobody is going to tell you when to go, or, oh, it's time for you to go to work, get up or something. Nobody is going to tell you, oh, when to leave that job, or know when to close, at the end of the day. The same commitment, why don't you put it in your own business and see what will come out of it, instead of trading your not enough time for money again. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, I cite you and Keru, Temitope Bodurin, Temitayo Adedeji, Marisa Kani. Thank you all for joining us. And if I've not called your name, believe you me, I am seeing you right there. And I say thank you for your time. Please share this episode. People need to be blessed by it, okay? So I want to go back to Modupe. You know what? When we talk about, some people actually want to go into business as an alternative, stream of income, creating another stream of income, right? But then let's look at it. When you talk about a second job taking much of your time, what do you think of an offline, business, like you have a store, and, comparing that to a digital business? Let's have your view on, how you choose your location, where to work, the flexibility on location now, on your office, and something that is running for you while you are even doing life with yourself or your family. Shed more light on that for us, please.
Thank you, Motunrayo. Offline business. You know what? Life has gone way, way, way farther. So if you know, you know. Gone are the days we are in our walls, in our four walls, right? These days and time, we think out of the box. These days and time, we embrace globalization. These days and time, we embrace technology. If you're not yet there, I don't know what it is you're doing. Now, my offline, typical type of offline business is just, synonymous to what I call my mortar and brick, which means, I'll probably have to get, I do not want to call names right now, even if it's a franchise you have. And then for any of these eateries, right? Any of these, taking and out eateries, and you get a franchise, you're not going to stay in your room and do that. Yeah. It means you will have to go to a location like Motunrayo mentioned and get that. Meaning you'll have to pay for the rent, right, of that particular space in which you're outletting. You will need maybe the city or the county or whatever in that particular vicinity to actually certify that it is safe for you to do business. You have to make sure you follow the rules and regulations that are, that are attached to the authorities that are responsible for the oversight of those type of business you're trying to get into. Not to talk of, employee-employer, relationship and all of those good stuff, interesting stuff, for lack of better words. And the list goes on. Now, not to talk of inventory, not to talk of, do they have enough and whatnot. And guess what? You are in that particular location. So, let me try and come home. Let's say you actually have that shop in Houston. That's Houston. There is no way, it's so impracticable for you to be in Houston. Houston is in Texas. For you to be in Houston and cover Dallas in that particular location.
No.
Because you're just in that, and I'm just talking about a state right now.
Yeah.
I'm just like, not even a city. I'm just saying, okay, let's look at a state. There's no way you will cover it because you're just in that place. Because again, it comes with those various consequences. You're just, in that orb. You don't have that ability to actually stretch forth out. Maybe you're doing some advertising on the side, whatnot. But because your store or whatever product you're investing in is just, I call it's just within that four walls. And so it does not give you the ability to really stretch out. And I know you didn't ask me to juxtapose, but I'm going to say I will be juxtaposing an offline mortar brick.
That's what I need.
Okay. An offline mortar brick to an online business. With the online space, you create a niche for yourself and the globe is at your disposal. So you have the tools, you have all what it takes for you to, succeed. It's now left for you to say, do I want to learn? Do I want to unlearn to learn? Or I just want to be stuck in my old ways? Or do I just want to remain in that comfortable, zone of mine? I rather want to be there and not talk to anyone. I mean, I don't want to know. I don't want to get there. I don't want to, and you're not ready to learn. So that becomes, up to you. And I'm going to use myself as an example. I have never, and I repeat, mark my word, I have never been on the social media before until the inception of my business. In the age of Facebook coming online and whatnot, yeah, I was just there, it was fine. And then when it became so, global, and it was, I just kind of like, I restricted myself, like, social media, that's not me. I will never be there. My siblings, if they're probably watching now, they catch up on the replay, they will attest to this. I am not there, not even on WhatsApp status. That is how much private I am. Until I stumbled and I had to unlearn, did you mark my word? To relearn. Okay? Because it becomes very pertinent for us right now to start doing that. Narrative has far gone changed. And that's why change is the only thing that is constant. And so it becomes, imperative for us to just embrace that change, and then you will welcome transformation. So the offline business, maybe it was thriving in the old age of our forefathers, whatever, but now things have changed. We've seen things that are better. We've seen better productivity. Businesses are allowing their workers, employees, even work from home now. And it's been recorded, right, that the productivity and even the efficiencies in which the employees are actually turning things around, it's nothing compared to when they had to work on. Plus or minus commute time, the employee himself or herself is tired, gets to that job and is not even producing. But if I just have to get up, maybe put on my PJ, whatever, and I'm just right there doing my thing, getting things done, I am producing.
That's right.
Right? I still have my family under my coffin, and I'm checking on them, making sure things are in place. Again, the whole irony of this story of mine is to say that it is very possible, if you change your mindset, to unlearn, to relearn, because things are far changed, and it's important for us to embrace change so that we don't get stale or remain in the archaic way of thinking. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You've heard it. If you are out there, this is 2022. It is time to unlearn, to relearn. Yeah. Don't stay there in that comfort zone. That comfort zone is very, very dangerous. It is very, very dangerous. And thank you for, for juxtaposing those two, the offline and the online business. If you are out there and you are thinking of business and you don't want to deal with all the dramas and all the logistics of, paying bills and paying employees and please consider looking into a digital business. Okay? You can't really say you can do it until you give it a try. And guess what? If you do, and it's something, you see that it's something that is not for you, wow, you are ready to step back. But you need to check it out, okay? Go to any of this website. You have www.𝗟𝗶𝘃𝐿.com, www.𝗟𝗏𝗃𝐿.com, www.𝗟𝗏𝗃𝐿.com, www.𝗟𝗏𝗃𝐿.com. Check it out. Check it out. Believe you me, if this is not working for us, we will not be here and, be putting our face out there, our family. We will not risk this. Believe you me, this is a business that you can do that is so legitimate. We are in the tax season, right? Tax season. And this is a business that you can say, okay, my tax guy, go ahead. This is what I've earned. Okay, I am ready to file my tax with my business. That is how legitimate this business is. Okay, quickly, within a minute, Omolara, I want you to tell us out of this business, how transferable can it be for you, to your family? And can you actually use this business, leave it as a legacy for your family?
Yes, and I will say yes. Our business that we're doing, you can leave it for your children. It is transferable compared to you. I mean, your 9 to 5, your regular job. Look at it. If you are, let's say you are a doctor, right? Can you give your license to your child, to your children to go practice with it? It's not possible. No, but our business, we can leave it for our children. You can even inculcate your children into our business. We can bring them in like, okay, this is how we do it. They can even start from anywhere. So you having this business, transferring to your children, it's a legacy that you can leave for them. I mean, think about it. They're going to go to college. You are building something for them. You are building resources for them. By the time if you have a little kid, by the time they get to that stage, you won't have any cost for you to go to bank to loan money, to borrow money from nobody. Because I mean, you are fully equipped. So going to college, it's going to be an easy like ABC for you, for your children. And so our business is 100% transferable to our children because you're leaving a great legacy for them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, you are so time conscious. I love that. Let me be quick to tell you that with this business, with this business, you can determine when and how you retire. Okay? And when you retire, unlike you retiring from your 9 to 5 or a second job, you cannot say, oh, daughter or son, take over. But this, with this business, you can actually do that, right? Just like Omolara has said. Okay, I want Coach Adebola to tell us within a minute, when you talk about a business, something guaranteeing you security, what will you say?
Okay, talking about our business, it's from all the stories we've seen in the community and some and what we are experiencing ourselves. This business actually will guarantee you stability. You know, you are doing your own business. It is your business, and you are not dependent on what somebody is going to say tomorrow, or say, "Oh, we're sorry, we just have to let you go," or "We're sorry, business is not picking up, so we have to reduce the staff and all that thing." Your success is dependent on how you do your business. So definitely, if you want to do well, you will put in everything that you need to put into the business so that you can have a good success. So I would say, to round up, that digital marketing is the way to go.
That's right.
It's just the way to go. And that's just the simple truth. You have a large audience, it is cost effective, the audience is unlimited, and you have measurable results. You are in charge, in control of your time, you are your own boss. So you are able to like see how things are going. You don't need to like you're not restricted on to how your business runs or where you run your business from. Like Modupe talk about the franchise and everything. This is like a digital franchise. So you are in charge, and it's just the way to go. If you're looking, to step up your income, like we mentioned in earlier, and you're looking for a way to do it, then you need to go digital. Start an online business. All right? And don't waste time about it, so that you won't say this time next year, "Oh, I wish I did when they told me to." Thank you.
Thank you so much. If you are joining us, I see Georgita, Nana. Thank you so much. I see Gala Digital Network too. Thank you. I see George. Thank you so much all for your time. I know we're a little bit above our scheduled time, but I want you to know that if there is anybody out there in your life that needs to hear this, please share it with them. Share it with them. You won't know how you'll be blessing someone. Okay? So, on this note, I want to remind us that if you want to make more findings, you want to do your feasibility studies, you want to do your due diligence, which are normal, okay? We do our live webinars on Thursdays and Tuesdays, okay? And this can be 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Or if you are on another time zone, please convert that. Check it out. Make your inquiries, your due diligence. If you are to go out there you want to open an offline store, absolutely you will not wake up and just go to a location, pay for a store. You would go check it out if it will work for your business. And that is what we are asking you to do. Do it. Check on any of these 4 websites. Reserve a spot for yourself, okay? If you want something, a business that will run for you while you're sleeping, while you are doing life, if you want guaranteed security, if you don't want your time to be tied up to another job, if you want something that is transferable to your business and every other benefit of this business that we've discussed here and more that we are yet to discuss because of time limit, if you want some self-development, please, I'm encouraging you today to leap out of that comfort zone. Take a leap of faith. And on this note, I want to say thank you so much for being part of here. Thank you so much. If you'll be catching up on this replay, please feel free to chip in your point. And guess what? We will see you in our next episode. Ladies, help me say bye to our amiable audience.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you for joining.
Late on the next episode.